Hi, lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Yaakov coming straight from that spiker side, aka the messenger, aka the Virgo goddess, aka the daughters of Zion, aka that topaz gem sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Ms. Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just the outsider looking into your world, see if things that you just don't see, okay? But top of the AM, the goddess is feeling good, lovely, and so blessed, okay? Each and every morning, I lift my window up just like Daniel did, okay? And I say my prayers 3 times a day. I look up to Jerusalem and say my prayers and give my praise, glory, and worship to the sovereign Lord of hosts. For he is merciful and worthy to be praised. He's driving many of y'all off the land. He's giving me the land. Me the inheritance, aka reparations, okay? Wherever I'm at, that's where my land shall be and my inheritance shall be, aka reparations, okay? If you woke up this morning, you need to give thanks, praise, and glory to the sovereign Lord of hosts, for he is merciful and worthy to be praised, because each and every day that you wake up is a fresh new day and clean page for you to get some salvation for yourself, so you could be redeemed from his judgment and everlasting condemnation, okay? And always remember, each and every day that you wake up is God's grace, mercy, and sovereignty on you. Is never ever to be taken for granted, because it can and will run out soon. Okay, but top of the AM, the name of this is called Brief Biblical Genealogy. Okay, we're talking about biblical genealogy. We're not talking about man-made science and all this other goofy stuff that they got going on. Okay, we're talking about biblical genealogy. Okay, Genesis 25:19-34 talks about Jacob's parents, Isaac and Rebekah. Rebekah begot 2 separate nations, okay, which is Esau and Jacob, 2 separate nations in her womb that will always be separated, okay? They will always be separated. Esau and Jacob will always be separated, okay? One being stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger, okay? So Esau will always serve his brother Jacob, okay? No matter what generation of life, whatever is written, is forever, okay? Esau will always serve his brother Jacob. Jacob will always be stronger and more mighty and powerful than Esau, okay? It just is what it is, okay? That's what it is, okay? But in Genesis 25:34, it states that Rebekah carried 2 different nations in her womb, okay? Jacob is a distant descendant of Noah, 9 generations, which means his great. Okay, that's what that is with that. Okay, so Jacob is a distant descendant of Noah, 9 generations, grandson. Okay, through Noah's son Shem. Okay, so Noah's son Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Okay, that's what that is with that. So through Shem is the grandson of Jacob. Okay, they grandsons and all that, descendants. Okay, all humanity, me, you, all humanity, black, white, red, all humanity, including Jacob, is a descendant from Noah and his sons after the flood. Ashkenaz and Japheth weaponized their science to kill off Ham from not being part of the everlasting covenant with their father Noah. Okay, so Ashkenaz and Japheth is in big time trouble. Big time. Okay, I don't even know why they sitting up here waiting on a Mashiach, because ain't nobody coming back for no murderer. Okay, they need to just hang that on up, okay? The covenant with Noah, Genesis 9:1-17, okay? Genesis 9:9-17, God established his covenant with Noah and the descendants after Noah, okay? Genesis 9:4-6, God demanded not to shed blood from animals and not from humans. It also stated he will demand an accounting for the life of another human being, including the animals, okay? So yes, okay? God demanded them, okay? God made it clear, okay, not to shed blood from animals and not from human life. Yet Japheth and Ashkenaz and in the sons of Gomer used and weaponized their science to take out Cush, because they don't want to claim Cush as family. Okay, they don't want to acknowledge Cush as part of history or acknowledge Cush as part of the covenant with Noah. Okay, they wanted the covenant with Noah amongst themselves and the people that they choose. Okay, but they want to wipe out Cush, and they did it, okay? Because when you look around, who you see is dying? Cush, which is the black race, okay? So they think Fauci. Nah, it ain't Fauci, my man. It ain't Fauci, my guy. It's Japheth and Ashkenaz and all them, okay? Using and weaponizing their science to kill off Cush because they don't want Cush part of the covenant with Noah. Okay, that's what that is with that, and they will have to give an accounting for that. Okay, including them chickens that they killing off. Okay, because this not written in the biblical canon that they sat around at the round table eating chicken. Okay, so they're going to have to give an accounting for that. Also, they can't prove that the mother of Noah carried different nations in her womb, the way it was mentioned in Genesis, okay? In the book of Genesis 25:19-34, it states that Rebekah carried two nations separate, okay? Separate, okay? They can't prove that the mother of Noah carried Cush separately from Japheth and separate from Japheth and the sons of Gomer. They can't prove that, okay, because it's not written. So they don't have no right or no authority to exclude Cush, okay, Cush from history and from their covenant, okay, because their Cush was never a separate nation. They were all together. All humanity comes from Noah. So these people talking about you need a DNA test to prove that you're a Jewish, okay, that is a lie from the pits of hell, because they come from Noah. All humanity come from Noah. All of them is family. Okay, but what they should have did, they should have weaponized their science to take out Ishmael. But the fact that they used it to take out Cush, Cush is part of the covenant with Noah. And they try to deny Cush. Okay, that's what that is with that. Okay, so they will have to give an accounting for that. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. It's just biblical genealogy, not man-made, okay? And remember, God's words is true, and every man is a stone-cold liar from the pits of his father's burning fire, Satan. Okay, that's what it is with that. Next runner-up, we're going to talk about the first fruits of inheritance, okay, because Ashkenaz and them, okay, and the sons of Gomer are inviting other nations, okay, into a covenant and offering them Abraham and Isaac and Jacob's inheritance, which is reparations, and they are not allowed to do that, okay, because they are not part of the covenant, okay? They are not the first fruits. They are not first priority to be given any type of reparations or inheritance to, yet they try to bring these people in. They try to erase me, erase Cush, and bring them people up in there. No, sweetie. This ain't that. And that ain't this, okay? Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. So I spike us all the brightest star of the constellation. Looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. Hey, listen, man, it's going to be a new heaven and new earth. God will bring down his kingdom upon a new earth, and I should dwell there forevermore. You should repent for your filth so you could be part of this regathering in the new earth that is soon to come. Soon. Anywho, I'm out here looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. Repent for your filth. I'm gone.